On Happy Birthday EastEnders, the bits you didn't see with Terry Wogan.
Nonsense. Hello, welcome to this birthday bash celebrating the 15th anniversary of Albert Square with a big bunch of bloomers starring the EastEnders, part of our lives ever since Den, Arthur and Ali broke into old Reg Cox's place on the 19th of February 1985 to find he'd nearly pegged it. Yes, from the outset Walford has been a hotbed of drama. How we've suffered along with the residents of London E20 down the years. How we struggled to keep up with the ever-changing romantic entanglements. Grant and Sharon. Phil and Kathy. Phil and Sharon. Grant and Kathy. Grant and Shell. Grant and Lorraine. Not forgetting Grant and Tiff. Or Grant and Tiff's mum. All pretty steamy stuff. Here's a handful of shocking moments from some of Albert Square's most memorable couples that you didn't get to see.
Well, I behaved like an idiot. I know there's nothing going on between you and Steve Harley.
Then what was it?
Sure, it's just one of the kids.
One step at a time, mate.
Sorry.
Don't be sorry. There's something I'd rather do.
What?
Like I said, one step at a time.
Okay.
See you at breakfast.
Yeah.
Night.
Night.
So is that it? We're separated and you're still worried about my love life. I can't believe you came over just for that.
I didn't.
What then?
I'm having a pee instead.
When can we go shopping?
You can go shopping down Bridge Street anytime you like.
So what happens at Chantilly then?
There's a guidebook. You can read. Oh. You seem so much better this morning.
Yeah, well, I just had my painkillers and you came. I've never known pain like this.
Where are they? They can't leave you like this. I'm going to pick up the bus. Sorry again. How is your mum?
Well, it was the second surprise of the day. She couldn't have been nicer if she tried. I just think she's getting used to the idea. Anyway, I'll tell you about her later. First of all...
Whoops.
It was you they were laughing at. Sam told him about me and you.
You what, you told Sam?
Yeah, why not?
It's obvious why not. She's my kid's sister.
Well, I'm sorry, but I don't remember signing no official Secrets Act.
Who else have you blabbed to?
There wasn't anybody else worth telling it to, Grant.
Well, that's it, you're fired. As of now.
What?
Get your things and get out.
Oh, Grunt might have thought he was bringing down the curtains on his romance with Tiff there, if only he knew. That torrid scene does demonstrate that of all the earth-shattering events in Walford, have an epicenter. It's surely that fine hostelry on the corner of Albert Square and Bridge Street. Scene of so much drama down the years. A Queen Vic.
You had a lovely time the other night. Thanks for taking us out.
Yeah, so how's the world of showbiz then?
I wouldn't know.
You're too modest.
Actually, I've got a night off tomorrow. I wonder
I think we should go again.
Set up the spare room for you. Now that Grant's moved out, we've got loads of room. We could paint it for you. Oh, dear. Please, Michael.
It was supposed to be working tonight.
Well, Frank will come, won't you, Frank?
Sure. So where you two lovebirds off to then?
Oh, he's waiting for quiet night in.
Well, far be it rude.
You in some kind of trouble?
No, it's nothing like that.
So what happened to your face? You
I
fell.
slipped. I slipped and fell.
Were you drunk or something?
No.
He ain't fell. Someone stumped him.
He ain't fell. Someone stumped him.
She told you, didn't she?
I'm making out you had some cosy little chat.
I know that, son. Look, I overstepped the mark with you. Someone had to tell her a few home truths.
Oh, what, so it's my fault, is it?
No, Ricky. No, of course it's not.
What, and her getting all wound up, that's good for the baby, is it?
Well, if you let me get the other lines out, we'll find out.
You having me on? All right, the answer's yes. Of course I'm sure. If I say yes, I mean yes. Look, I'll have the papers signed and round to you by this afternoon. Cheers. Don't fall down, Mum, all right? Whatever you do, don't fall down.
Albert Square addicts like myself know that the combustible storylines of EastEnders can take it out of you. I lost a stone during that business with Arthur and the Christmas Club money. And if it leaves the viewers as limp as Mark Fowler's lettuce, it's no surprise that the searing drama occasionally gets the cast in a right old 2 and 8.
Any problems you might be having at the moment, we may be able to offer some practical help.
You're talking about problems. Has someone said something?
Like I said, if this is a difficult time.
They haven't they?
As it happens, yes.
Well, who was it?
That's not important.
What do you mean it's not important?
Because the complainant wishes to remain anonymous.
All right, so some coward rings you up who's too scared to leave his name, and that's enough for you to come down here and start picking your nose in.
But the jacket. The jacket. Once they get the forensics report on Steve's jacket, they'll have to let me go.
Don't you understand? The jacket ties him to the scene, not necessarily to the crime.
But it's... Now, what if she hasn't told him about it yet? Have you considered that? I mean, do you really want him knowing about it yet, before you've had a chance to
I've
talk
got
to
to do
Janine?
something, Roy. I mean, you know, she may have rung him. He knows me. No weird motive.
Please, Ian, be reasonable.
I am being reasonable. Stephen thinks I'm his dad.
That's not the point. Look, I know Simon doesn't give you money or anything like that.
I don't want him to. But Pat, this isn't about money any more than it's about his clothing, his education, his holiday. Even though I do all those things, I'm the one who's wiped his nose. I'm the one who's put the plasters on his knees. I'm the one who forgets his lines.
Oh, if ever a man suffered, a much misunderstood figure in my view, okay? So he tampered with the brakes on Wixie's van in an attempt to do him mischief, only trying to keep his family together. So he did a bit of loan sharking, showing a bit of enterprise. And he told a cruel whopping lie to get Melanie Healy to marry him. Well, wouldn't you? And he's had to put up with so much. Cindy trying to get him topped, running a catering business called Beale's on Wheels. And believe it or not, celebrating his 21st birthday only 2 years after he was 18. This man's been through the mill, Governor, and no mistake.
Don't go.
What?
Cindy, please don't go.
Ian, after we can't carry on like this.
Not anymore, I promise.
Do you really mean that?
More than anything. Cindy, I need you. Please don't go. You're trembling.
When I think of what happened.
It's okay, I understand. Ow.
So you and Mel back on track now?
Yeah, funny that. If you hadn't stuck your oar in, we wouldn't be where we are now.
She's a nice girl, Ian. Don't go taking her for granted. Yeah, are the kids back today?
Yeah, this afternoon.
What happens now?
Cindy pleads guilty and he gets referred to trial at a later date. No, she doesn't. She pleads not guilty. Should we do that bit again?
Well, tonight, this unjustly maligned pillar of Albert Square has left little Stephen, Lucy and Peter round his Auntie Paulie's. I'm delighted to welcome all the way from number 29, one of the only two current cast members who've been with the EastEnders since the start. Ian Beale himself, alias that fine actor, Adam Woodyer. I know you for a decent fella, Adam. I mean, why does Ian get such a bad press?
I know, I can't understand it. I mean, he's misunderstood, he's a lovely fella, he's caring, he's charming. Yeah. All right, he lies a little bit, so what?
And that tangled love life, especially Cindy. I mean, you know, when do you think the penny dropped for Ian that it wasn't really going to work out with her?
I think when she tried having him shot.
That can put you off.
Yeah, it didn't do a lot for their relationship, I must say.
No.
'Cause it went downhill pretty much after that.
But what about Mel?
Yeah, another blonde.
Yeah.
Another mistake.
I think Mel made the biggest mistake. I mean, you're going to be a multimillionaire.
Oh, Ian.
And what's she going to end up with? Ian's business is going to go international, maybe a multinational.
Oh, that'd be nice, yeah.
There is a precedent for it. Let's have a look at this.
Què faran? Partir el Queen per la meitat o el portaran gas? Posaràs a reduir per terra i substituiràs el Queen. Baralles a cop de puny a l'hora de mirar. Com calcula, Sara s'encarregarà de la barra.
Cada cop que vulguem fer una copa haurem de prendre.
Em cau bé la Sharon, però tota la culpa és seva. Amb un sol mitjal n'hi hauria d'haver prou per qualsevol dona.
Sí.
Què va passar? Com que era fosc no els va distingir?
Just before you go, is there any chance of a T-shirt?
T-shirt, yeah, fine. £1.50, they're going cheap.
Adam Woodyer, ladies and gentlemen. As Adam heads back eastwards, just to make sure Robbie's putting in the hours at the cafe, food past its use-by date doesn't sell itself, you know. It's important to remember that amid all the turbulent events in Walford, you'll still hear the laughter of cheery Cockney folk, ever ready with a smile and a quip. We never closed our front doors, you know.
Believe it. What now? I left the hairdryer plugged in. I know I didn't unplug it this morning. That means it'll be plugged in all night.
Is your hairdryer like special? Does it turn into Semtex if it's left plugged in?
No, but I'm always telling Claire to be careful around the flat, and what do? I leave her with a domestic politic ping-pong puddle poo. I went wrong on that line.
You've got someone coming to stay, then?
And stay, and stay, and stay, and stay.
Friend of Tony's, Troy. Oh, Troy. Billy Diamond, our rag and bone man, he had a horse called Troy. Dropped dead in front of the maternity hospital.
Horse?
Billy Diamond. It was a shock, you see. Triplets.
Oh, imagine that. 3 Troys wandering round my house in their jockey shorts.
There was only one. This is the most difficult thing.
Look, yeah, I want to speak to Inspector Casey. No, I'm not going to say who it is. Just put me through. Casey, it's me. Sorry, I've forgotten my line. I'll get back to you.
How do you feel about adding extra guests?
Like who?
The butchers.
I assume we're not talking about the geezer in the striped apron that sells meat.
Peggy, Frank, Ricky, and...
Yeah, right.
Janine.
Mom?
Happy Billy Christmas. Happy Billy
Now, you'll be aware from earlier openings that Albert Square is not exactly a model of chastity. And that if people are chaste, well, they usually thought, even the vicar's been out, for heaven's sake. At the core of EastEnders is family life. And no family has been through more than those solid yeoman folk, the Fowlers.
Mark,
Hello.
how's Jill?
I'm just on my way to see her now.
Well, give her my love.
Yeah.
Let me know how it goes.
Yeah, all right. I'll get the bus.
Listen, is that true, why? You're going to fight Chippers, Tommy Chippers?
Yeah.
Oh, sooner you than me. Oh, you know, I saw him fight a couple of years back in Bethnal Green, wasn't it? Yes, it was Bethnal Green. Oh, can I?
This man deserves some sort of medal for what he's done for the community.
I didn't do it on my own, Blossom. Why's that then? The Flower and Whittleness campaign.
Whittleness?
All right then, Mum. See you, love. See you, sir. Did you see that?
I'm sorry. And that's it, is it?
I'm really sorry.
Yeah, well, you will be.
Ian. Ian!
Mark, I am trying to run a business here.
But give the Brad a lake, won't you, Brad a lake?
They'll be feeding the ducks.
Aye?
They always used to feed the ducks. Thanks, Kath. I'll see you later.
Think nothing of it.
Now, you may perhaps have gathered from my earlier observations that I always had a bit of a soft spot for one member of the Fowler family, old Arthur. True, he was middle-aged, overweight, and a bit dull, but despite the fact that we were so different, I empathized with him. So, I would now like to offer my own small, inadequate tribute to a man full of community spirit, who bowed to no one in his readiness to go down the council. Mr. Arthur Fowler, deceased. They're getting a park bench for Arthur, to put in some place in the square, to remember his name and prolong his fame for the good what he done everywhere. And all of his mates down at Walford will say, yeah, we'll never forget old Arthur, our friend, who's now met his end, and we'll find out who done him in yet. Next year, and all the years after, as long as EastEnders goes on, you can bet Arthur's plot that he won't be forgotten, because I'll always miss that he's gone. Really shocked myself by getting so worked up about Arthur's plight, but then when it comes to EastEnders, there's so much goes on that surprises you. Look how being banged up for a murder he didn't commit traumatized little Matthew. Would you Adam and Eve it?
and I'll drive.
The state you're in. Are you sure?
The old thing's getting me on a joke, that's all.
You're jealous.
It's Michelle that's convinced me. She knows Tricky better than you do, and she's worried about it as well.
No, it's just because nobody ever buys her champagne and roses.
Whoa!
Oh, cheers, Tricky.
Right.
Come this morning. You know what that recycling officer said? He said they ain't got no plans to put the bottle back to bank.
Jamie?
Look, I'm going to the vicar, right? If Ian comes...
Did you see Joe?
No.
I thought you were going to see him.
I have to make an appointment. Look, I'm sorry, I've got to get changed for work.
But wait, please. I feel so bad. When he needed me most, I let him down.
Oh, sorry, I can't get this key.
Oh, Jack.
And action.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I phoned earlier. I've got an appointment with Mr. Wilmot Brown.
Oh, yes, I'm afraid he's not in at the moment. Mrs. Beale, is it?
Yeah.
He did leave a message.
Get that phone, will you, might be in.
Well, the old cock sparrows, our time together in Albert Square is almost done. But I fancy I'll leave you with a song. No, not me. You're in luck. What could be more appropriate than a lyrical version of the familiar EastEnders theme, sung here by the original First Lady of the Queen Vic, Ange herself. Take it away, Princess.
Side by side, satisfied to stay right here in one square forever. Anyone can fall in love. That's not hard to do. It isn't so